Dear students, good morning. Hope that you are all fine and we'll continue our grammar class, that is English first class, verbs perfect tenses. We have already learned what are simple present, simple past and simple future tenses, present continuous, past continuous and future continuous tenses, etc. Now, I think that you already have studied what are perfect tenses. There are 6 types of perfect tenses. They are present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous. And based on the time, we divide the tenses. For example, present perfect tense deals with the time that has just completed, past perfect that completed in the past, and future it will be completed in the future. Present perfect continuous, it discusses about the time of an action that continued for a long period of time. Past perfect continuous, it continued in the past for a long period of time, and future perfect continuous, it discusses about the something going to happen in the future for a long period of time. Children, let's first discuss about present perfect tense. And from the word itself, it's clear that it must have taken or it is related to the present. Since it is present perfect tense, the time must be related to the present. The definition is given in the beginning of our lesson. The present perfect tense indicates an action that started in the past and is still connected with the present in some way or other. And that means the actions, even though it must have started in the past, sometimes it will be related with the present, or its effect will be there even at the present. So that is present perfect tense. We will see when to use present perfect tense. I told you that it must have been a connection with the present. We use present perfect tense to talk about experiences. That's the first use. It must have been happened somewhere in our life, but it's not important when the time is not important. That's the first use. Without referring the time, we can use present perfect tense. Examples as given in the slide. I have been abroad 2 times. There is no mention about the time, only 2 times. That is only reference. It must have been happened in the past. Anna has never broken a leg. Next example, that talks about the experience. Have you ever eaten sushi? That's an inquiry, and all these talks about something that is related to the present. Also, it has the words never and ever. Never and ever will be used with present perfect tense. Can be used with present perfect tense. The second usage is we use the present perfect tense to talk about an action which started in the past and it continues up to now. For example, I have been a teacher for more than 10 years. Okay, and it already started in the past, still it continues. We haven't seen Janine since Friday. Okay, so it also means up to Friday. We haven't seen. So it continues. How long have you been at this school? And there is a question. It is connected with the present. See the tip that is given there. We often use since and for to say how long the action has lasted. And since and for will be used with present perfect tense. Third usage is we also use the present perfect tense to talk about a past action that has a result in the present. For example, I have lost my wallet. That means it has the result in the present. Now I do not have it, so I have the result at present. Jimmy has gone to South America. That means it is related to the present. He isn't here now. Have you finished your homework? That means that is also connected with the present. Now is it ready? That's what the question means. Tip. We often use just, already and yet with the present perfect tense for an action in the past with the result in the present. Okay, so it connects past with the present. It must have completed in the past, but its result will be there that has the effect in the present. Another usage is to convey news or information. For example, the school has closed for summer vacation. It gives us information. So usually for news, for example, the Prime Minister has signed a peace treaty or any other information or news like that, we will use present perfect tense. Let's see the structure of present perfect sentences in affirmative sentences. I have been to Moscow. What is the main verb here? Been. That is the B3 form of be. Okay, and with you, have, he, she, and it has, and its short form or contracted form is also given there. And with we have seen this film before. They have bought a new car. Okay, you see, with first person and a second person we use have, and with third person plural also, but with third person singular only we use has as auxiliary verb. Okay, in negative sentences, you must use not, and short form or contracted form of not is int. I haven't been abroad yet. Okay, with the first person, second person, and third person plural, we use have plus not or int. And with third person singular alone, we use hasn't or has not. You can see the examples here. Many examples are given here. I have not been abroad yet. You haven't answered my question. He hasn't been home for 5 years. They have not been or haven't seen each other for ages. See the examples. For yes or no questions, what we have already done, I have, that you have to take have first and subject second. Have I ever done it before? So all the auxiliaries will be placed first and after that subject. Already we have learned in other tenses. The similar way we will do or will frame questions by using the auxiliaries in order to get yes or no questions. You know that yes or no questions, the answer will be yes or no. Next structure is information questions or WH questions. How can you frame WH questions in present perfect tense? For example, what have I done? That means already you have done yes or no questions beginning with have or has. The same way you can frame the WH questions also. You put WH word initially and after that you use the same question that is used for yes or no question. The structure is same, only you have to place WH word initially. Examples are given there. What have I done? How long have you been here? How many times has he been married? Etc. These are examples for WH questions or information questions. You can use already and yet. These two are adverbs. It can be used with present perfect tense. Already will be used with that something happened earlier than we expected, and yet will be used for something that we expected has happened or hasn't happened. Examples are, we have already had our breakfast, which is the main verb here, had. Okay, we have used the adverb already in between auxiliary verb and the main verb. Yet has the post arrived yet? Okay, it will be used at the end. Already will be placed in between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. It will be used in the present perfect tense. You must remember it. Another usage is for and since. It will be used in present perfect tense, for and since. Both of this will be used in present perfect tense. We use present perfect tense to talk about action which started in the past and continues at the present. We use for with a period of time, for example, few days, half an hour, 2 years, etc. There is no definite time. It's only few days, half an hour, 2 days, 4 months, etc. But since will be used with a definite period of time. We use since with the time when the action started. For example, last year, June 8th. Okay, and also since Monday, and since January, etc. The exact time will be given with since. Examples you can see, I have had this computer for about a year. Okay, there is no mention about how long exactly. How long have you been at this school? I haven't been. I haven't seen Julia since September. Since September is a definite period of time. So for a definite period of time we use since, and for will be used with a period of time. It is not clear how long or exact time is not given. So children, after listening to this class, please do the exercise on page number 73, then 74, 75, 76 and 77. Okay, these exercise you must do. The next tense is present perfect progressive or present perfect continuous tense. Okay, and you know that since it is present perfect, there will be the nature of perfect tense as well as continuous tense. So this is a combination of perfect as well as continuous tense. And for perfect tense we use have, and for continuous tense we use ing forms. And what is added more is been. This tense is used to mention an action that is in progress for a period of time, and the period or the duration of the time will be more than that of present continuous tense. You know that continuous tense tells you about an action that is in progress for a certain period of time, and the length or the duration of the present perfect continuous tense will be more than that of the continuous tense. For example, have been waiting here for the last 2 hours. Continuous action for 2 hours. And there will be most often the adverbs like definite adverbs like 2 hours, or like for months or years. There will be the mentioning of the time exactly for the perfect continuous tense. As you see in the slide, the action must have been started in the past and it will be continuing up to the present. It will be going on even at present. So there is a connection between the past as well as to the present. So the duration will be more than that of continuous tense, I told you. We'll see the uses. This tense is called present perfect continuous tense. There is usually a connection with the present. I told you the action must have been started in the past and it will be continuing at present. So there is a connection between the past and the present. So an action that has just stopped or recently stopped, or an action that is continuing up to now. Example is, I have been reading for 2 hours. When I say this sentence, you must understand that I'm still continuing reading. Another sentence, we have been studying since 9 o'clock. That means till now I'm continuing to study. How long have you been learning English? That means still you are learning English. We have not been smoking. That means till now you haven't smoked. That's the meaning of it. So when you say this continuous tense, you have to understand the meaning. That means it already have started in the past and still it continues, and the action is in progress. We can use for and since with present perfect continuous tense also. I told you the same way we use in perfect tense, we use here the time for and since. For will be talked about a period of time, while since will be mentioned about a particular point of time. Examples are given here, like 2 weeks, 6 years. Before that you use for, while 9 o'clock, 1st January, Monday, last 8 o'clock, etc. That we use since. See the examples. I have been studying for 3 hours. Means still continues it, but it is a period of time. Have been watching TV since 7 p.m. That's a point of time. 7 p.m. That is a point of time. Tara hasn't been feeling well for 2 weeks. Now also she is not feeling well. The duration is longer than uh, that we use in continuous tense. Tara hasn't been visiting us since March. March, that is a particular point of time. He has been playing football for a long time. That is, a long time means can be a long duration. He has been living in Bangkok since he left school. That is a particular point of time since he left school, and that from that point of time he has been living in Bangkok. Even at present he lives at Bangkok. That's the meaning of this sentence. I think that present perfect continuous will be tense will be clear for you, and these are the uses. And now if you have learned it, you have to do the exercise that is given on page number 80. Okay. Okay, children, this is enough for today's class. I will continue the class next week. Okay. Thank you.